Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
The man accused of killing a woman from Royal Oak after attacking another woman in a Troy parking lot is charged with murder and held without bond. Glad you're with us for Local 4 News at 5. I'm Devin Skillian.
I'm Kimberly Gill. For the second time in less than a week, Andrew Hall faced a judge, this time on a much more serious charge. Hall, who's accused of beating a woman in a Target parking lot, is now charged with the murder of 40-year-old Lisa Moffitt of Royal Oak. Police say Hall killed Moffitt in Detroit last week. The judge today deciding bond would not be an option. Sean Lay, live with more on that and reaction from Lisa Moffitt's mother. Sean.
Tragic here and heartbreaking reaction from Lisa Moffitt's mother. Lisa Moffitt was from right here in Royal Oak. This is where her 4 daughters she leaves behind her now, trying to deal with the tragic murder of their mother. Lisa's heartbroken mother, meantime, sharing her heartbreak with all of us.
As to bond, Judge, the people are asking for a remand. Specifically, the people are concerned that if the defendant gets out, that he is an extreme danger to the community.
Wayne County prosecutors today warning the court that Andrew Hall is an extreme danger to the community. Prosecutors demanding that Hall not be granted any type of bond after the brutal strangulation of a young mother in Detroit last Tuesday. That young mother taken so tragically from her 4 daughters was Lisa Moffitt from Royal Oak. Brenda Moffitt is her mother.
My heart's broken. These kids are never going to have their mother back. And she was my best friend. And we were more than mother and daughter. We shared everything. We laughed. We joked. At least I have those memories.
What is the connection between Lisa Moffitt and Andrew Hall? There is none. Brenda Moffitt tells me Hall was hanging around a neighborhood on Detroit's east side. Friends of Moffitt's told her Hall looked suspicious and to steer clear of him. No one knew that 5 days prior, Andrew Hall savagely attacked a young mother at the Target in Troy. Troy police had all the details. They even had crystal clear security camera video of Hall. But Troy police made the call to not warn the public about Hall, allowing Hall to roam freely for days. Tuesday, Lisa Moffitt was beaten and strangled, prosecutors say, at the hands of Andrew Hall.
All I know is if there would have been a more aggressive response to what had happened, there's a possibility somebody would have caught him before he had the chance.
Back here live in Royal Oak, we wanted to speak and connect with Lisa Moffitt's mother because she's not just a victim or labeled a victim. She's a mom. She's a person, and she was taken away by Andrew Hall, who police say admitted the murder and admitted to the attack the Friday before, 5 days before, in Troy. Lisa's family, they set up a GoFundMe to help them help Lisa's 4 daughters. As you mentioned, prosecutors arguing that Hall's in extreme danger. The judge agreed. He's being held without bond right now. Meantime, we spoke a lot with Troy police. They say they strongly stand behind every decision they made not to warn the public about Andrew Hall. We're live in Royal Oak tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4.
It's an unfortunate and heartbreaking chain of events there, Sean. We appreciate your report tonight.
It is back. The smoke from the Canadian wildfires has returned to Metro Detroit. A live view there from Ann Arbor through the haze. We currently have the 20th worst air in the world, a number that is actually improved here over the last couple of hours. It was worse earlier.
That's right. So Kim Adams is tracking the smoke and its impact on our air. Kim.
Well, even within the last hour, we've seen significant improvement. We've got one little pocket over downtown Detroit that's still at an unhealthy for some, which means those with asthma and respiratory issues, and then one just in the downriver area. But the rest of Metro Detroit has gone from unhealthy to moderate to even good as we expand the view. Cold front came through this morning, and that's helped to clear things out in northern lower Michigan and will eventually clear things here in Metro Detroit. But all coming from those Canadian wildfires in west and also northwest Canada. That cold front again clearing things out up north and pushing the smoke down to the south, and tomorrow will push the smoke over to the east coast. So we are not under an air quality alert for tomorrow. You can see the skyline in downtown Detroit has improved. We've got a nice fairly clear shot of downtown right now with temperatures in the upper 70s to right around 81 degrees.
Okay, Kim. Well, it was back to court today for Dr. V. Levren, the so-called hockey doc. He's facing a number of cases of criminal sexual conduct, and in this particular case, a judge is trying to decide whether to take the prosecution's 2 charges to a jury. Rod Maloney with what was revealed in court today.
For Dr. Levren, most of the cases against him have been from young men on a hockey team. This is a different case, however, because it's a woman who went to him in an exam. He examined her. She felt very uncomfortable afterward, and then she heard about the other charges and went to prosecutors.
I feel like they're just dirty and unclean and that there's something wrong with me.
It was often tearful testimony back in April when a woman with numerous medical issues sought Dr. Levren's help on a referral. She testified she very clearly told him her surgeon had forbidden a digital exam. She claimed Levren asked her many sexually explicit questions and did the exam anyway with the nurse in the room.
It seemed very unprofessional, and I said it was very creepy and I didn't like the vibe, and it was horrifying at that point.
In court today, attorneys went carefully over her testimony and also expert testimony to assist Judge Kim Small in deciding whether to send 2 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct for trial. Defense attorney Jonathan Jones concluding there is no crime here.
When she went to another doctor and the own expert testified that this is the only way the exam could be done, it cannot then become medically unnecessary. If it's not medically unnecessary, it can't be forced.
On the other hand, Assistant Prosecutor Rob Van Wert called this a very simple case.
Yes, a doctor performing a certain type of examination may not be a CSC on its face, but when a doctor digitally penetrates a patient after the patient tells him not to, it's a sexual assault.
The judge in this case wants to get written arguments after hearing all of the testimony today, which is pushing this case for a decision whether to send it to her jury to the end of August. In Bloomfield Township, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Okay, Rod, and if convicted in this case, Dr. Levren could face life in prison.
Just into our newsroom, Henry Ford Health is reporting a big data breach.
The health system is notifying patients that a phishing scam gave unauthorized access to the protected health information of about 168,000 people. The information includes name, gender, dates of birth, diagnosis, and medical record numbers. Henry Ford Health says the breach happened back on March 30th, and the company is now implementing additional security measures. Patients who are impacted by the breach will receive letters in the mail with instructions.
Powerball and Mega Millions madness taking over. Combined, almost $1 billion still up for grabs. So tonight, a warning about lottery scams and also insider information for those who might be lucky enough to walk away a winner. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester live in Southfield. These jackpots, no doubt, tantalizing to a lot of people, Hank.
A lot of people, including myself. I mean, come on, Devin, you know you bought yourself some tickets too, right? This gas station here in Southfield's been busy all day long. Let's take a look at the numbers. The Mega right now about $640 million, the Powerball 900. It is key, though, when you're going to buy these tickets, you want to make sure you look for those official Michigan logos, the Powerball logo, because as you mentioned, Devin, there are some big scams out there right now. Do you have the lottery fever? You are not alone. The Power and Mega jackpots are just that, mega. Here's a look at the numbers as they stand right now. The Powerball drawing is tonight. $900 million up for grabs. The cash payout, $465 million. The Mega Millions drawing, that's tomorrow. $640 million on the table, $328. That is the cash payout. I'm sure some of you are dreaming of those big winnings.
I think I got a very good chance at it.
They had $1 million winner here before, so yeah, I think this might be it.
Because there's so much attention and the anticipation for these drawings, the scammers are out. Some posting fake lottery clubs on Facebook. Others offering deals for tickets online. The Better Business Bureau wants you to be careful.
Buy from an authorized dealer. Don't click on random links that come from your Facebook friends. Don't come from your text messages, and don't come from emails.
As for the winnings, your chances of winning tonight about 1 in 292 million. But if for some reason it's your lucky day, here's some financial advice from the pros.
Don't count on winning the lottery to get your finances in order. This is a novelty. This is something fun. It will be life-changing to maybe the grand prize winner for sure, but how about all those others that might win a second or a third prize? So take it very, very seriously, but also don't be planning on winning. It would just be some found money.
Back out here live in Southfield, those Facebook scams, they are growing and on other social media platforms. In fact, the Attorney General in California just coming out within the last week saying they tracked down somebody behind one of these lottery scams and they had taken in more than $1 million from people hoping to win. We're live here tonight. Hank Winchester, help me, Hank, Local 4.
Tidy jackpot in itself. All right, Hank.
All right, well, Mother Nature making a mess of the summer while communities along the East Coast are hit with another round of flooding, rain, hail, and tornadoes. Millions across the country are dealing with intense heat. In many areas, temperatures are breaking records. And as Jay Gray reports, there's not much relief in the forecast.
From California through the Deep South, millions continue to suffer through an intense heat wave.
You can't escape it unless you go inside. It's very, very hot.
Summer fun, like a hike or trip to the state fair, quickly shifting to a matter of survival for some, overcome by the extreme heat.
Anytime you have temperatures over 100 degrees, we want to be prepared. We do have our med techs that are on site here, and we do get calls.
Water parks, the best bet for those looking for a break from the triple-digit temperatures.
My plan was to stay cool and get them cool.
There is no plan that can ease the effects of Mother Nature along the East Coast.
In my 44 years, I've never seen anything like it.
Gusting winds, hail, and driving rains, tornadoes and flash floods, leaving communities in ruins.
The sky just opened up and everything dumped out real quick, probably more than anyone could have possibly imagined.
Eli Weissman and his daughter caught in a sudden downpour.
We got thrown off our motorcycle and ended up floating down the side of the road, clinging to trees, clinging to vines, clinging to whatever we could.
Neighborhoods beginning to clean up the mess left behind, with forecasters warning more rain here and severe heat across the west could be on the way. Jay Gray, Local 4.
Oh boy. All right, Jay.